Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Jennifer Redman, and today I'm going to tell you another story. So, my friend Dave, who passed away recently, one of the things that we really bonded over is we were kind of exploring some similar questions about the world and how things work. And one of those things that we were exploring together was the idea of, well, why is there so much suffering in the world, right? If there is this higher power that's looking out for us, like why isn't it looking out for those who are suffering? And what can we do about all the suffering in the world? So as we were exploring this, and we actually had tons of conversations about this topic, one day, now I say I channel a lot when I'm sleeping, and I feel like sometimes my mind will put me to sleep so that the channeled messages can get through, or something puts me to sleep so that the channeled messages get through. So I had woken up in the morning, and it was a Thursday, and I had a lot of things to do, but when I woke up in the morning, I just felt off. I felt heavy, and I felt dragging, and my energy level was really low, and I had been talking to Dave about, hold on, I'm going to fix that a little bit. There we go. I had been talking to Dave about what to do when we hit these moments of like struggle. And he had said that one of the things he discovered is that help is always available. We just have to remember to ask. And he keeps reminding me of this lately. Even though he's passed, he still talks to me, and he keeps reminding me, just ask through songs and all sorts of different things. But I woke up that morning and I was really dragging, and I remembered that he had said that, and I said, okay, well, help. Like, I don't know what to do. How can I get my energy to shift? And so I went onto YouTube and I just opened up my homepage, and there was a video from Aaron Doughty saying that was this meditation about how to raise your vibration. And I was like, maybe that's the answer to my prayers. So I start watching this meditation, start listening to it, start doing it. And not even 5 minutes in, I know it wasn't even 5 minutes because I accidentally, or maybe not accidentally, I don't know. If everything happens for a reason, I guess maybe it wasn't an accident. But I pressed pause 5 minutes in, and it was like 20 or 30 minute meditation. And I was out. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was just out like a light. And suddenly I instantly was dreaming. And I was in this dream, and I started experiencing, like, I fell asleep in my dream, or not even fell asleep, but I almost went into an altered state within my dream. And within that altered state, went into another altered state. I've never had a dream like this in my life. It was kind of wild. But in that final altered state, I found myself experiencing someone else's memory as if it were happening to me. And it was a really, really awful experience. It was definitely an experience that involved suffering and trauma. And when I woke up, I was really disturbed. I started, I called a friend, and I was just crying, and I was just like, I know that this didn't happen to me, but the fact that it happens to others is just it hurts my heart. And he just reminded me to breathe, and he reminded me, that dream isn't happening right now, you're awake. And I was like, I got that, but I think breathe is the real message that I need here. So got off the phone with him, and I just breathed, and I meditated, and I prayed, and I said, God, why? Why do we have to experience things that cause us this much pain? And suddenly I realized that my mind is what labels something as painful. And I thought, okay. And I'm asking these questions with my mind. So what if I started asking my heart what it thought about these awful, painful experiences? And my heart responded, oh, but it's so beautiful. And I'm like, how could this be beautiful? I mean, the dream that I had was the nightmare, I should say, was a rape in which it was done by someone who the person trusted, And it just felt like such a betrayal. And the reason, what I tested for in this, it was somewhat of lucid dreaming. I tested to see if it was mine because I tried to react the way I would normally have reacted in a situation like that, and I couldn't. And anything I said or did, like, no sound would come out. So I knew that at the very least this was not my experience. So anyway, I said, why would we have experiences like that? It's just awful. And the heart's like, oh, it's so beautiful. And my mind responds. And I was very aware that it was a conversation between my mind and my heart in this meditation. My mind responded, what's so beautiful about that? Like, that's awful. That's ugly. That's violent. And my heart goes, but all the lessons that are learned. And I'm going a little crooked again. And my heart responded with that. And I'm like, but, God, if you are almighty and powerful and can do anything, can make anything happen, well, why would we have to learn a lesson through such pain? And again, I was reminded, wait a second, what labels it as painful? My mind does. Okay, so what would my heart say? And I asked my heart, well, why would you want to learn like that? And the heart didn't experience anything painful about it. The heart just said, oh, just so beautiful, the lessons. And all of a sudden, I was very present to the fact that in that event, though the event itself was traumatic, the learning that happened between the victim and the perpetrator and the results of that event and how those people chose to continue on with their life and deal with what came out of that event for them, what they chose to integrate from that event into their life, the lessons that they chose to integrate, the changes in behavior that they chose to integrate, made a huge impact on the world. And the more painful the event occurs, the bigger the lessons. So I said, but why does it have to be painful? Why can't we just learn for the sake of learning? And all of a sudden I got it. The mind loves to learn through pain and suffering. It's a really great stimulus for the mind. Ouch, I touch a hot stove. Ouch, it hurts. I pull my hand back and I don't touch the hot stove again. The heart learns differently. The heart learns by love. It loves everything. It's like this enthusiastic child that just loves learning. And it says, oh, this is what I've learned there. What a gift. This is what I've learned here. What a gift. Anxiety. It teaches me that I'm afraid of losing things. What a gift. And anger. Oh my gosh, that teaches me to stand up for myself. What a gift. And the heart is seeing all of these things as gifts and loving every moment because that's what the heart does. It loves. So, what I really discovered about suffering is that it is a choice. Sure, we experience pain, we label things as pain, but we have a choice whether we suffer. We have a choice whether we embrace our experience and integrate it and alter our behavior to create the world that we want and create the life that we want, or we can also learn by ouch, that hurts, ouch, that hurts, ouch, that hurts, ouch, that hurts. But since getting that, I have been in a transition to accepting everything as a gift and a lesson, something that's learned and something that I can appreciate. And I'll tell you, it's such a better place to live, and I invite you to join me. And hey, just like any new practice, it's not going to be perfect at first, so be gentle with yourself. But really, I invite you to take it on that everything you're experiencing is a lesson. And sometimes gifts come in really ugly wrapping paper, and that's okay, okay? They still can be beautiful gifts underneath the paper or underneath the comics or whatever else they're wrapped in. So I hope that helps. And I hope you're having a magical day. Remember that it is an honor and a gift to be who you are. I love you so, so much. And have a marvelous, marvelous weekend.